Hello, future doctors. Welcome to Synapse. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of biological classification, specifically focusing on the kingdom Protista. These tiny organisms might be single-celled, but their diversity and importance are immense. We'll explore Protista from the basics to competitive depth, ensuring you're fully prepared for your NEET exam. Let's embark on this exciting journey. Ready to uncover the secrets of these microscopic marvels? Let's start with the easy concepts to build a strong foundation. Protists are like the catch-all group for eukaryotes that aren't plants, animals, or fungi. They're mostly single-celled, but don't let their size fool you. They have complex cells with a nucleus and other organelles, making them true eukaryotes. You'll find them in almost any moist environment, from oceans to damp soil, playing crucial roles in ecosystems. They're also vital evolutionary links, showing us how life became more complex. What makes a protist a protist? Well, their cell structure is eukaryotic, meaning they have a well-defined nucleus. Nutrition is super varied. Some make food like plants, some eat like animals, and others absorb nutrients like fungi. For movement, many use whip-like flagella, hair-like cilia, or temporary, false feet called pseudopodia. Reproduction is usually simple cell division, but some can get fancy with sexual reproduction. Think of diatoms, amoebas, or slime molds as examples. Now, let's quickly test your understanding with 3 practice questions. Take a moment to read them carefully and choose the best answer. This will help solidify the easy concepts we've just covered. Great job on the basics. Now, let's go a bit deeper and explore the intricate details of Protista, essential for your NEET preparation. The kingdom Protista is truly a melting pot of life forms. It's a kingdom of primarily aquatic, eukaryotic organisms that acts as a crucial evolutionary bridge. While diverse, all protists are eukaryotes, meaning their cells have a true nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. This kingdom is notoriously difficult to classify perfectly, often referred to as a dustbin category, but its members showcase an incredible range of cellular organization, nutritional strategies, and life cycles, highlighting their unique evolutionary journeys. Let's meet the major players in the Protista kingdom. Chrysophytes, including diatoms and desmids, are photosynthetic powerhouses with intricate silica cell walls. Dinoflagellates, often marine, are famous for their 2 flagella and sometimes cause red tides. Euglenoids are freshwater mixotrophs, photosynthesizing in light but hunting in the dark, and they have a flexible pellicle instead of a cell wall. Slime molds are saprophytic decomposers, forming large plasmodia. Finally, protozoans are animal-like heterotrophs, categorized by how they move, amoeboid, flagellated, ciliate, or non-motile sporozoans. Protists are ecological giants, despite their size. Photosynthetic protists like algae are the primary producers in aquatic food chains, providing oxygen and energy. Slime molds and some protozoans are vital decomposers, recycling nutrients. Many protozoans are consumers, controlling bacterial populations and feeding larger organisms. And let's not forget their roles as symbionts, like the helpful protists in termite guts, or as notorious parasites, causing diseases like malaria, impacting human health globally. Their contributions are truly immense and multifaceted. Time to level up your knowledge with 5 medium difficulty questions. These questions will challenge you to recall specific characteristics and ecological roles of the different protist groups. Give them your best shot. Ready for a deeper dive? Let's analyze the evolutionary significance and complex aspects of Protista. The polyphyletic nature of Protista means it's a group of diverse lineages that don't share a single unique ancestor. They evolved independently from various sources. This makes them crucial for understanding eukaryotic evolution, as they represent the earliest eukaryotic forms. Protists are considered the evolutionary ancestors of plants, animals, and fungi, making them a central link in the tree of life. Modern molecular studies are continuously refining their classification. They reproduce both asexually, through binary or multiple fission, and sexually, via syngamy or conjugation, often with complex life cycles involving multiple stages. This table is your quick guide to distinguishing the major protist groups. Notice how their cell coverings vary, from silica walls in diatoms to a flexible pellicle in euglenoids. Their pigments dictate their color and photosynthetic ability, while their locomotion methods, flagella, cilia, or pseudopodia, are key identifiers. Finally, understand their nutritional strategies, whether they make their own food, hunt, or absorb nutrients, and their preferred habitats. This comparison helps clarify the immense diversity within this kingdom. Beyond their ecological roles, many protists are significant pathogens. Plasmodium causes malaria, a devastating disease transmitted by mosquitoes. Entmoeba histolytica leads to amoebic dysentery from contaminated water. Trypanosoma brucei causes sleeping sickness, spread by the tsetse fly. Giardia lamblia gives rise to giardiasis, another waterborne illness. And Leishmania donovani causes leishmaniasis, transmitted by sandflies. Understanding their complex life cycles and transmission routes is absolutely critical for global disease control and public health strategies. You've tackled some complex concepts. Now, challenge yourself with these 7 hard-level questions. They require a thorough understanding of protist characteristics, evolutionary links, and their impact on health. Good luck! Alright, future medical professionals. It's time to push your limits. We are about to explore Protista at a competitive, NEET level depth. Get ready for advanced insights. The traditional Protista is a highly polyphyletic group, meaning its members evolved from different ancestral lines, not a single common one. This has led to its reclassification into several supergroups based on molecular phylogeny. For instance, excavata includes flagellates like Giardia, Cerclade is vast, encompassing diatoms, dinoflagellates, and ciliates. Archaeplastida covers red and green algae, Amoebozoa includes amoebas and slime molds, and Opisthokonta links fungi and animals to their protist relatives. This modern view highlights the deep evolutionary divergences within eukaryotes and the complex relationships that were once grouped simply as protists. Protists showcase remarkable cellular engineering. Flagella and cilia, vital for movement, share a 9+2 microtubule arrangement, with dynein motor proteins driving their ATP-dependent bending. Amoeboid movement, on the other hand, is a marvel of actin filament polymerization and depolymerization, causing cytoplasmic streaming and pseudopod extension. For osmoregulation, freshwater protists like Paramecium employ contractile vacuoles. These sophisticated organelles actively pump out excess water entering the cell from their hypotonic environment, preventing cell lysis, a critical survival mechanism not typically needed by marine protists. These are complex, energy-intensive processes. Let's dissect the complex life cycle of Plasmodium, the malaria parasite. It's a master class in parasitic adaptation involving 2 hosts. When an infected Anopheles mosquito bites, it injects sporozoites into the human. These travel to the liver, multiplying asexually into merozoites. Merozoites then invade red blood cells, causing them to burst and releasing more merozoites and toxins, leading to malaria symptoms. Some merozoites develop into gametocytes, which, when ingested by another mosquito, undergo sexual reproduction in its gut, forming new sporozoites that migrate to the salivary glands. This intricate cycle ensures its survival and widespread transmission, showcasing advanced parasitic strategies. Beyond foundational roles, protists have profound ecological and economic impacts. Diatoms, for instance, are marine ecosystem engineers, forming the base of food webs and creating diatomaceous earth, used industrially. Dinoflagellates can be bioluminescent, creating stunning natural light shows, but also cause harmful algal blooms or red tides that produce neurotoxins, leading to paralytic shellfish poisoning and widespread marine mortality. On the beneficial side, symbiotic zooxanthellae are crucial for coral reef health, and protists in termite guts enable cellulose digestion. Furthermore, certain algae are being explored as promising sources for biofuels and other biotechnological applications, highlighting their vast untapped potential. You're doing great! Now, test your in-depth knowledge with the first 5 questions from our hardest level. These questions demand a thorough understanding of advanced concepts and competitive insights. Focus and answer carefully. Keep pushing your limits. Here are the remaining 5 questions for the hardest level. These will truly gauge your preparedness for the NEET exam. Analyze each option meticulously before making your choice. You've got this. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into Protista. We've journeyed from basic definitions to complex evolutionary and physiological mechanisms. Remember, consistent practice is key to mastering these topics for NEET. For more such comprehensive content and to continue your learning journey, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing educational content. Keep learning, keep growing, and ace your NEET exam. See you next time.